If you think fake news is one of the big problems of the world of media, you still haven't discovered the world of mis-selling when it comes to financial instruments. A lot of the episodes of this podcast are going to be dedicated towards breaking the myths and showing you how almost every financial instrument has so many terms and conditions, and how can you save your money and how can you save yourself from getting trapped in all the possible mis-selling or false information or very difficult to understand terms and conditions which could literally be financially lethal when it comes to your financial freedom. Today we are going to talk about five of the biggest myths which are governing the world of credit cards. By the end of the episode, I can guarantee that at least 20 to 30% of the content that you'll find online with regards to credit cards will start getting filtered out, because now you will be able to see through the mis-selling or bad information that is being posted on the internet when it comes to the whole concept of credit cards. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Financial Freedom a la carte, a podcast that answers all your questions about money and investments, gives you unbiased and honest education about personal finance, and helps you decode the mystery behind finances and serves you your financial freedom one dish at a time. I mean, one podcast episode at a time. That's what a la carte is all about. Financial Freedom a la carte is a podcast from the network of Paycheck to Profit, an online community created for millennials and Gen Zs who want to build a profitable relationship with money, get financially literate, and manifest wealth using law of attraction. I'm Manish Ahuja, your host, founder of Paycheck to Profit, and a content creator and a financial abundance coach. The first thing that you really need to know about credit cards, the first myth that I'm going to break for you today is getting a credit card is the worst financial decision of your life. Not true. There are very few statements in the world of finance which can be covered in such blanket statements. Blanket statements is where they're trying to cover everybody at large. Credit cards is not the worst decision of people's financial life. There are so many advantages of credit cards. You just need to know how to use them. Credit cards are like a sword for people who don't know how to handle credit cards, if they are very impulsive with their purchases, if they don't pay their bills on time. But what you really need to understand is, if you buy everything using your credit card that you can afford, you can pay all your bills in time, you have nothing to worry about. I have been using multiple credit cards for almost a decade and a half now. I am using my credit card every day for ads that are running for Paycheck to Profit on Meta and Google platforms. And that's literally me using my credit card on a daily basis, and I've never defaulted. Why? Because I have understood how to use these instruments correctly. You really need to understand what works for you and how can you avoid yourself from using credit cards negatively. People who get into credit card debts, that is a very dangerous situation at large. But why do people get into credit card debts? Because they don't know how to use those credit cards correctly. So credit cards are not a bad financial decision, it's you not knowing how to use them that makes them dangerous. Second point, a second myth: once you get a credit card, you should buy everything on credit cards. No, not necessarily. Absolutely not true. That's literally like saying, let's say, if there's a vegetarian person who, for whatever medical reasons or health reasons, starts eating non veg, you're telling them that now that you're eating non-veg, you should stop eating veggies at all costs and you should only focus on eating meat. Again, not true. Blanket statements don't work. A person who's moving from vegetarianism to non-vegetarianism should continue to balance their fibers and their carbs, but they should also start consuming meat for their protein needs. Similarly, once you have your credit card, does not mean that you stop using your debit cards or you stop using your online wallet transactions. You should know when and how to use credit cards as per your needs, as per your requirements, as per what balance you create with your personal finance needs. In fact, I would suggest that you should never cross more than 30 to 40% of your overall credit limit, which ensures that you're using your credit card in a really responsible manner. Now, the reason why all these confusions happen because people don't know how to balance their money. People don't understand money because money has become such a complicated issue, which it's not supposed to happen. We are interacting with money all the time, every day. So, why is it such a big area of confusion? That's where Paycheck to Profit comes in, because we are on a mission to provide you with clarity that you deserve with regards to your finances and your money. Let me invite you to join the Profit Clan. What is Profit Clan, you ask? It's a free daily newsletter from Paycheck to Profit. When you become a part of the clan, you will receive a new email every day at 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Imagine waking up with a new idea, suggestion, hack, new perspective on some financial instrument, understanding your financial literacy better, or just getting some insights on how to use law of attraction to manifest more wealth into your life. Additionally, you will also get access to exclusive freebies, a chance to attend the Profit Masterclass. Stay updated with all things Paycheck to Profit. Join the Profit Clan today. The clan literally feels incomplete without you, and I cannot wait to invite you over and make you a part of the overall Profit Clan. You will find the link to join the Profit Clan by scanning the QR code that you see on your screen right now, or you will find the link to the same in the show notes of this episode if you're listening to us on the favorite podcast application of your choice. A very quick reminder, if you've been listening to our episode, you can find the video of all of these podcasts on the YouTube channel of Paycheck to Profit. And if you've been watching us, you can also subscribe to Financial Freedom a la carte on any podcast application of your choice. Moving on, the third myth that needs to be broken immediately is that the ultimate goal of credit cards is to get free flights and free hotel stays at the end of the year by redeeming your points. Now, if you've observed this pattern, I would recommend you to be very, very careful of the content creators or the influencers who are spreading news like this or spreading content like this. I'll tell you what is a big problem with credit card point redemption. Imagine you are a member of a departmental store or some sort of a store which gives you a loyalty membership, and at the end of the year you can redeem those points for some sort of a free gift or some sort of a purchase at the store. Look at it as a departmental store. Are you going to, every time you enter that store, going to go on a rehaul to change all of your apparels, change all of your accessories, and change everything from your wardrobe and home, just so that at the end of the year, when you redeem all of those points, you can get one free bag? Credit card points are very, very, very similar. Depending on your card, your benefit is not going to be more than 1 to 10% of the total purchases that you make. Even if it is just 10% of your total purchases, shouldn't you be more responsible about how are you making those purchases? Are you buying things that you need? Are you buying things that you actually can pay off without getting into some sort of a credit card debt? Points are a very, very, very easy way to get audience and customers tempted to make impulsive purchases. Also, there are very few cards which charge you an extremely high premium to give you a lot of points which can get redeemed for good rewards. Most of the times, the rewards that the credit card companies will give you are very, very, very abysmal. Do not make unnecessary purchases on your credit card just so that you can accumulate a lot of points. In the long run, those points are absolutely worthless. You're not going to enjoy that vacation or that free flight if it is coming with a lot of financial burden on you and your family members. It is absolutely not worth it. You can always use your credit card because it makes your life easy, it makes your purchases convenient. You accumulate those points and get a small reward at the end of the year just for kicks. But you do not have to use your credit card without any sort of understanding. For that matter of fact, in the Paycheck to Profit Academy, that's one challenge we are solving for our students, because we have a dedicated program in a level 2 of Paycheck to Profit Academy where we teach you everything about how do you create a healthy balance with regards to your money mindset, finances, how do you manage your money, and how to use your credit cards correctly. If you want to know more about it, make sure that you're a part of the Profit Clan. The fourth myth that I want to break with you when it comes to credit cards is you can't or you shouldn't use credit cards for business transactions. Credit cards are only used for personal transactions. Again, not true. For that matter of fact, there are multiple business credit cards, and for somebody who's trying to tell you that credit cards should be used only for personal transactions, they don't really either know how to run a business, how to manage a business, how credit card work, or they're just trying to take you for a ride. So understand how does the product get used correctly. Do your research. You are responsible for your financial freedom, so make sure that you're doing the research before you listen to somebody else. Credit cards are a great tool to manage your expenses for a new and a growing business. As I told you earlier in this episode, I have been using credit cards every day for my ads which are running on Meta and Facebook. So you can definitely use your credit cards for business purchases. However, again, I'm telling you, do your own research. Connect with your chartered accountant, connect with your accountant, connect with somebody who understands finances, because you may be consuming this episode in an international country beyond India and the rules could be different for your country. So Understand this. As much as I understand, you can definitely find a way to use your credit card for your business expenses. You, depending on your country, you may just have to use a credit card of a particular category. There are myths all around the world of personal finances. The way I'm solving the myths of credit cards in this episode, I plan to talk about myths associated with stock markets in the next episode. So, just in case if you want to be in the loop for that episode, make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel of Paycheck to Profit, or you're following Financial Freedom a la carte on the podcast application of your choice. The moment you're subscribed to the channel, make sure that you also hit the bell icon so that you get reminded next time when we update a new video. With that, now is the time to talk about the fifth and the last myth for the day. For that, the myth is credit card payments can't be reversed. Again, a really big myth. Now, this is something that I have faced myself. There are going to be times when some particular transaction that you've made on your credit card, you've made a payment renewal or some sort of a subscription that you've purchased, you forget to get it cancelled. Now, when you forget to get your subscription cancelled, you may get charged. But if you are swift, if you talk patiently with the uh, credit card company and the executive, if you communicate clearly, there are very good chances that your credit card payment can and will be reversed. The reason why we feel so scared about approaching the credit card company and we feel so nervous is because we don't even have the clarity of how the system works. All of these systems are actually covered when you understand the fundamentals of money, fundamental of business, fundamental of your financial instruments. If you would want to get more information about fundamentals of anything to do with money, go and drop the word fundamentals in the comment section. And if you have more specific questions, also feel free to ask me your questions in the comment section below. If you've been listening to this podcast episode, you will find the link of the YouTube video of this episode. Click on that link and go to the YouTube video and drop your comment. Ask me your questions, give me feedback, tell me what do you want to know about money, what do you want to know about finances, investments, and I promise you I'm going to either answer your questions or use your questions as raw material and ideas for my future episodes, and I'll cover those episodes as soon as I can. Very quickly, let me summarize all the 5 points for you so that you do not forget anything that we've spoken about today. The first myth is getting a credit card is one of the most horrible financial decisions of your life. No, not true. You can use credit cards for a lot of ease and convenience. You just need to know how to use them well. Second, once you get a credit card, you need to buy everything on credit card. Not true. You really need to find a balance on what should be bought on credit card, why are using your credit card for purchase A and not purchase B, and so on and so forth. The ultimate goal of credit cards is to get free flights and free hotel stays at the end of the year is a very big myth that I want you to break up with right now. Use your credit cards well. Redeem those reward points for something that brings joy and happiness into your life, but do not make a reward your ultimate goal to keep using your credit cards through the year. That's a very lethal move when it comes to your finances. The fourth myth that I want you to be aware of is the fact that you can't or you shouldn't use your credit cards for business transactions. Not true. Please use your credit cards responsibly, and if you can use your credit card for business transactions, please go ahead. With this particular situation, let me tell you, I'm just saying this from my perspective out of being a business owner from India. Talk to your chartered accountant or talk to your accountant before you make this decision for yourself, depending on the country or the location from where you are consuming this episode. And the fifth and the most important myth that we've spoken about today is credit card payments can't be reversed. Not true. You can get them reversed if you have the right way and approach to connect with the credit card executives. I am trying my best to answer multiple questions with regards to finances, law of attraction, money mindset in my content. To the left you will of your screen you can see the QR code to join the Profit Clan that I've spoken to you about earlier, and to the right you can see the QR code that will connect you to the Instagram account of Paycheck to Profit, where you will find a lot more content with regards to short form videos, posts, stories, and you can get to see a lot of behind the scenes about Paycheck to Profit when you follow us on Instagram. So make sure that you are connected to us across all social media platforms, and of course that you're a part of the Profit Clan. The clan literally feels incomplete without you. That's all I had to share with you today. At the end of the episode, at the start of the episode, I had promised to you that I will be clearing multiple myths with regards to credit cards. Did I live up to your expectations? Or did I break all the myths? How many things did you discover today? And do you have more questions about credit cards? Let me know about all of these thoughts in the comment section. I would love to connect with you and I would like to know how did this episode help you. If you've loved this episode, I would really strongly recommend that you check the first episode of Financial Freedom a la carte, where I spoke to you about 5 myths with regards to personal finance and being financially free in general. That episode has got a lot of love, so you would definitely find a lot of value if you've not consumed that episode earlier. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying back till the end of the episode. I really appreciate your commitment to learning and your dedication. I request you to give a like to this video if you've been listening to us till this moment in the podcast. And if you are listening to us on the podcast application, do not forget to give us 5 stars, 5 hearts, 5 mics, and make sure that you are following us on your podcast application and you're subscribed to the YouTube channel of Paycheck to Profit. I'll now see you in the next video. Until then, please take good care of yourself and your finances. Take care, keep going, keep growing.